All right, back at the studio. Today, I think I have like 2 hours before I need to go on my photo session, and that's going to be working with Kodak. So what I'm doing is now going over my notes from the Anna Wintour Vogue editor-in-chief. Her masterclass. I stayed up all night to do that instead of watching Netflix. Thought it was super beneficial. And I'm just going to go over those notes and probably get started on the next thing. Actually, I could just go over the notes right here with you. Alright, so from the first chapter, she did her introduction and she said one of the takeaways that she wants everyone to get from the class is to own your decisions and to do it without apology. If you know me, spend some time with me, I'm very open about how I feel. My family's not really the type of family to hold back on anything. We make jokes about everything, so you kind of need to be ready. For whatever reason, when I came down to Miami, first year, it was just terrifying coming from a small town called Fuquay, and it's taken me to like this point. It's been about 9 years now, understanding that, your opinion is your own, and just as long as I'm being truthful to what I need to say and, trying my best not to be hurtful. It kind of sucks when, it's like, damn, dog, like, okay, like, if there was a problem, just let me know, I can apologize if it makes sense, but if it doesn't, then, that's just what it is. I don't like it. That's it. Chapter 2, she talks about give back to people as fast as you can. People work a lot more effective when you respond quickly. A couple of mistakes on my side is when going out and talking to restaurants. It's my first time doing so I was trying to make sure that I was so prepared that I took way too long to respond to people and I ended up missing some clients. So, lesson learned. Also, don't waste people's time. Give them a reason. Yes, this is good. No, I don't like it. Move on so then you can figure out what's next to do from there, and you don't have to like linger and be like, oh, well, maybe if this is... Nah, fuck that. Nah, I don't like that. Let's figure something else out. She also talks about job interviewing, how with her... Gotta change the background every once in a while. How with her, it's a lot more easy. Not with her, but with anyone. It's a lot more easy just to tell the truth. Be on time. Don't worry about clothing. There was an article that came out where people that interviewed with her talked about how much time they spent since she's, working with Vogue, or since she's the editor-in-chief of Vogue. But the people that were interviewing with her spent so much time picking out their clothes, for her. And she's like, I don't even know what the fuck you guys are wearing. And I know sometimes when, depending on where I'm going, gotta wear the suit, I went to Johnson & Wales, we gotta dress all ready, but the people are not even paying attention. They're trying to figure out what you can do for them, and then at the same time you need to figure out how this can help your journey move forward. With photographers, I thought it was really good to hear her say how much time it takes for things to develop, and at the end of the day the decision is ours, mine. I needed it when it comes to my own art form. It's my decision, and the reason that I'm doing it is because I feel like it fits who I am. Also, don't lock yourself into one idea. Take the risk, experience more. There's a lot of us that want to work for other people, and some of the people that we end up working for, it's mostly because we need some goddamn money. One of the things she says is, if you can't learn from your boss, if you don't respect your boss, maybe that might be not the job. It might not be. Maybe that's not the job you want to be at. It's better to be at a job where you can grow, figure some shit out, be there for a little while, and move on. Stay true to your own vision. I wrote down here, this is the core of who I am. Plant your flag. Oh, basically she was saying is whatever you decide that you're going to believe in, just stick with that. So then you have a core basis on what you're doing for your company, how you're trying to make it move forward, and you know, you have like some goals. Not goals. I mean, you got both, but I mean, like, you have like I do this, I ain't doing that shit. Flag is here. Stop worrying about other people. You can't. What the fuck did I write? Worrying about what people think. Oh, if you think too much about what other people think, which I definitely know I do, it definitely will dilute your creativity because you're going to be so focused on the outcome of something or from someone who you don't care about anyway. Gary Vee on that one. So you might as well just keep, trucking forward. Trust your own choices. Don't bow to pressure to follow other people's way of thinking or looking at things. Very important. Let's see, what else? Important to understand that my work fits into a larger picture. Something that kept coming up was, what am I trying to say? I'm constantly trying to figure out what the fuck I am trying to say. You got all these goddamn images, these ideas, but like they're not really structured. They're just there, and it's kind of good because the creativity is continuing to grow. But today I'm gonna actually put more thought into it and figuring out where am I going with this? What do I want to see this? And it's gonna help the progression. Ooh, this was good. She was mentioning how we, I, you, people that want to continue to grow their own business, whichever way that might be, is that you got to remember that you are a leader. You're not trying to follow anyone else's path. Especially me, I have my own goals. I'm still figuring out, but they are mine. And some of the people that are following you might leave or unfollow you or untweet you or unchirp you or unsnap you or on TikTok you, but you got to remember that you are a leader. Job as a leader is to push the boundary forward and make things more exciting. She gave some examples of what she's looking for at Vogue. I think in this chapter was more geared towards photographers, but saying how she's looking for strength, images that are going to resonate over time with the readers, takes photos, they take photos differently, which, when everyone has the same lens, it's not the same lens, but I mean, everyone's point of view is different, so, yeah. Talks about the modeling, of course. I'm trying to see what else I can tell you. Your brand has to be at the core of all your creative decisions. What is it? What does it stand for? And how do I move it forward? She also said how looking back on your work can definitely help you move forward. Something that Annie Leovich, the photographer. She also said the same thing when looking at, how to move forward is to go back, especially with the photography thing, edit some of your older work, see what you were shooting, understand what you were shooting, and then kind of use that to project yourself into the new light to where you're trying to go. She couldn't stress enough, just like pretty much anyone over probably 40, I would say, that's not really on social. I mean, she's on social media, but that didn't grow up in the social media era, is how we need to not constantly be on our phone, even though that's what we do. But my struggle has been, I've just been feeling like I don't have any money because the season at the moment in Miami, everything's kind of spread out, or it's in one area in a way, but then it's so hot. So excuses, but at least I'm coming to terms with them for sure. For all you guys who haven't done this, I know I haven't done this is because I didn't really think it was that important. especially in my field. But at the end of the day, I'm in this to make a business. So having that 5-year business plan is a must. She stressed that shit like no, she said, you gotta have it. You gotta see if you can make this profitable. It's a very competitive market. So you need to have that 5-year solid business plan so you can look back on it. And if you can have someone that can look at your business from the outside in to kind of make sure that you're following the terms and how you're going to pursue your business is probably one of the best advice I should give you. Also, the fact that everyone in the social media era consists of wanting to make, their own business. She was like, not everyone's going to be able to do that. The chances is slim to shit. Don't give up, but there's nothing wrong with being second or third in the company or consulting in a company to pursue, bigger dreams and goals and ambitions for what you want to do for yourself. I like what she's saying. That ain't me, but I agree. There's a lot of people that want to do a lot of things, and since everyone can kind of see what that looks like, for the most part, it's very easy for all of us to say, "I'm gonna go get that." I'm gonna go do that because he did it, and then you get discouraged because then you find other people that are like 10 years younger than you and they got 30 fucking thousand followers and they're like, oh my god, it's great, I'm all over the world and I'm holding hands with my girl and then everything is great, and then like you're sitting at home with no money, your AC don't work with 2 degrees, and you're like, okay, so what's up? So it gets a little discouraging, but I'm gonna figure this out. So she wasn't really talking to me, but I understand what she's saying. When putting together your portfolio, don't be tricky. Just who you are. Everything has to have a meaning, not too confusing. I need work on putting together a portfolio. I have so much work, but I don't even really know what it means. But actually, I did the Vogue. It's kind of like Vogue.com, but like Italian Vogue has one. It's like Vogue It. Yeah, I think that's right. And I was able to see some of my work actually put together collectively in the last like 7 months, and I was actually quite proud of it. It just gets so discouraging when you want to put it on social media and you're like, you put a photo in there, it took you a minute, you get like 4 likes. You're just like, damn, dog, like nobody see my work. Let's see. Have to be comfortable in front of a camera and be able to tell your story. In the era 2019, that's an era. Since everyone can represent themselves now, we all got to be comfortable talking about what we want to do and how we want to see things and where do we stand with things, because that's going to be the things that are going to get you that next job and help you move forward. Understanding brand identity. She was talking about the designers here, how create your mood board, who your girl is, where does she go, where does she live, does she marry, does she have kids, what school does she go to, does she a world traveler, does she have interests, and all this will feed back into what you want the world to see. She said when times are tough, stay close to the vision. Find bigger meaning in the work that you're going to be putting out. Regardless of personal politics, engage in what is happening in the world in a thoughtful way. Stand up for what you believe in. Take a point of view. Be thoughtful about it. Take credit, but give credit as well. It's not, at the end, she says something where it's like, it's not, because like when I wake up, I'm always like, okay, food, fashion, photographer, how do I, what do I need to do? How can I go get this money today? Yeah, but what she's saying, and it's possible that she'd be saying this because she's had a 30-year run in her career, at least at this one spot, and I don't really know her full backstory, but it's more about how can or what can I do today that's going to push me forward with my vision, my goal, my company, and then you kind of just go from there. Things will start to fall together. Um, Money will come, and yeah, I mean, shit, it was a great masterclass. Like I said, I stayed up all night. 12 chapters. I got some reading materials, got some books, and it was pretty dope. Um, I think the next step that I'm going to do is get started on my 5-year business plan. And then I think it'll be a lot, no, I know it'll be a lot more clearer because once I have the 5-year business plan, the goal from that, the next step from there is to now start defining what I want my photography to look like so then I can start pursuing that goal and getting the fuck out the house. Even though I'm in the studio right now and I love being here, but I gotta get out and see some more stuff. And that concludes my review of the Anna Wintour Masterclass. I don't know why I even stopped this. Should I just keep going? Anyone even watching this far? It's a pretty long thing.